What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. And the Tavern of Legends is back, and it's back with a vengeance. I'm telling you guys, this event has been neglected for so long. I'm really glad that they've finally done something about it. They haven't changed the event. That's not what they've changed. What they've changed is where it matters, and that is with regards to the heroes and what we've got in the Legends Summon portal. So we're going to go ahead and have a look at the brand new hero that we've got here today. Obviously, Satori. Yeah, I really want to have a look at this guy. And of course, Zeline, the new costume for Zeline. We're going to have a look at her as well. But before we get to that, this new mechanic where you can change the featured hero is just dope, man. I mean, why have we not had this before? The odds are low as it is. It's kind of giving you another sort of choice. So if you click on the hero here, and I was like, man, is it my birthday? Because I can choose another hero. But that's not exactly the way it works. Unfortunately, you can't just pick any of these heroes that you want. But what you can do is that you can select a hero that you want to be featured. So at the moment, we've got Zeline, who's featured. Let's say we wanted to feature Costume Athena. So we just go ahead and click on Costume Athena there. Oh, wait, sorry. We click on her and then we click confirm. And then bang, there she is. She's a featured hero now. So the percentage of summon rates that you get a chance to grab her is, well, it's only 0.1% higher than it is for the other legendary non-featured. But it still means that you can pop her in as a featured hero so you can increase your chances. Now, I wouldn't be mad if they did do this or start doing this with some of the other portals. I think it's a really good idea. And sorry if there's any background noise. I'm literally sat here in the rain, but I had to get this video out because I love this, honestly. And I love the Tavern event as well because it gives you a chance to use all of your different heroes. Now, with all that being said, let's go ahead and have a look at the new heroes. So first off, we're going to start with this absolute monster. It is E Honda from Street Fighter, been reincarnated in the world of Empires and Puzzles, and his name is now Satori. So let's have a look at Satori. There's quite a bit going on with this hero. I'm just going to warn you guys in advance. So first of all, we've got this family bonus, which is a new family that we've got, which is the Champions family. Now for the bonus, for 1, 2, or 3 heroes, they get an additional 30, 50, or 70% special skill damage. That is a great bonus. I mean, up to 70% extra special skill damage, doesn't go away, lasts for the whole battle. Sign me up. That's a great family bonus, just right off the bat. Now, he gets this mana generation. So he's got 3 passives. I'm just warning, like I said, there's a lot going on with this guy. So we'll go through them one by one. So the first one is mana generation, ailment protection. Sounds like a mouthful. So what it does is all status ailments and negative stacks that affect mana generation will be replaced by plus 30% mana generation status effect for 3 turns. Okay, it doesn't apply to status effects that stop mana generation or steal mana, but anything that reduces mana, so let's say a status effect from a delay talent, for example, from the sorcerer class, this guy's just going to flip that right on its head and give himself 30% extra mana generation for 3 turns. So that's a great passive. The second passive is health boost on buff dispel. Now we have seen something similar to this before, but it's still really effective. So he receives 200 boosted health every time a buff is dispelled from him. So is there anything this guy can't do? I don't think so. And then the other passive, again, similar to the Journey family heroes, he gets 10% mana each time a buff's dispelled from him. And this effect can only activate once per turn, but you only really need it to activate once per turn. I mean, all of those passives are excellent. They work well in conjunction with each other, and I love the family bonus because it starts off from a single hero, so straight away whatever special skill he has is going to be increased by 30% or additional damage of 30% just because he is a Champions family hero. Now, let's move on to stats for E Honda. His name's not really E Honda, but anyway, his stats are 992 on attack, huge attack, 990 on defense, really good, 1666, horrible number, but that's his health. So yeah, he's pretty good. He's very survivable. He's also got high attack stats, so he's going to be dealing some damage, and a total team power of 982. So really nothing to complain about for this guy so far. Now, moving on to his special skill. He is running at average speed, and his special is called the 1,000 Palm Strike. So again, for any of you who've played Street Fighter, this is definitely carrying some nostalgia, this hero. Some mega nostalgia. And then, before you know it, they'll drop a bonus challenge into the portal where you have to beat up a car. Anyway, so he deals 275% damage to all enemies. Okay, that's a pretty good hit, plus he gets the additional 30%, so it's going to start at 305% damage to all enemies. He deals 550% damage against characters that cleanse or dispel using special skills. Right, let's click the question mark. Only direct dispel and cleanse effects from special skills are considered. This includes remove effects, passives, minions, family effects, talents, and status effects. So any hero that dispels by special skills is going to receive 550% damage. So, I mean, don't take a dispeller going up against him. Do you do that? I mean, you know, it's probably a good idea, seeing as you're going to be triggering his passives all the time. But if you put him on a team with somebody else that needs to be dispelled, then you're going to be in a world of pain, because he is going to absolutely annihilate you with that special. So excellent, absolutely excellent. Very difficult to think about what kind of team you're going to bring up against him, and you won't just be able to pop a team that you normally use against this guy, because if there's a dispeller on there, he is going to, or cleanser. I mean, both cleanse or dispel. I mean, it's just ridiculous, honestly. So loads of heroes are going to be taking extreme damage from this guy. Even Dio-chan, because of her minions. I mean, her minions, does it include, so cleanse or dispel, only direct dispel and cleanse effects. Maybe the steel's excluded. I mean, but still, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky to sort of go up against this guy. Now, the caster and nearby allies also have a 50% chance to drop any received damage to 1 for 4 turns. If this effect is dispelled, it dispels buffs from all enemies. Man, this guy is just wreaking havoc on everybody, and an extremely good, extremely well-rounded, I'm not going to say very well-balanced hero, because I think he's going to be a destroyer. I think he's going to be easy to use on offense as well as defense. He's going to be a nightmare to deal with on defense, because you're not going to know how to plan to go up against him if he's paired with the right heroes. Makes it very difficult. And on offense, go ahead and go up against teams that dispel, because you're going to have a whale of a time. So Satori is an incredibly good hero. I'm going to give him an A+, no hesitation whatsoever. Absolutely insane hero. Now, with the ether talent, and that damage reduction to 1 is just insult, mate. Like, that's just insult to injury. So he fires off for the next 4 turns. You've got that Black Knight effect where he's got a 50% chance to reduce damage to 1. It's better than Stone Skin. It's just better. So that's great. And the damage reduction ether talent on top of that is just insane. Look at those stats, over 1300 for the attack, defense, and the HP's in the realms of 2200 HP. So yeah, just an incredible hero. Enough said about Satori. And honestly, if you do manage to grab this guy, congratulations. You've won the best prize ever. Go ahead and level him, limit break him, spend all your ethers and your tombs and fucking anything that you've got. Just level this guy up right away. He's excellent. Now, feels a bit like a downer, but let's go on and let's have a look at Zeline's new costume as well. So if I can get her up there. What? Every time I click on her, it brings up Belith. That's weird. Okay. Let's see if we can do it this way. So, Zeline has a costume. Okay, so she is of the 2018 family. I believe she was recently featured. In fact, she's probably featured now in the Fated Summon. I don't know, because I can't remember everything. No, she's not featured in this one. I think it was the last one. So yeah, if you did grab her, maybe here's another chance for you to get a costume for her. Although it is a very low chance, so don't take me at my word. I mean, don't drop millions of summons in here expecting to get her, because it's not going to happen 9 times out of 10. Okay, so the 2018 family get the bonus of 10%, 15%, or 20% defense. And a bonus for 2+ heroes is that the element link affects all allies. It's a pretty decent family bonus, one of the better ones. And the costume bonus will give her the mana bonus of 5% and also a massive boost to her stats, which is very much needed for these older heroes. So that's why the Tavern of Legends is just, going through a revival at the moment, because these new heroes, these old heroes need to be like leveled up in terms of their stats. So that definitely will do it. She also gets this new passive, which we've seen introduced for these heroes, which I do like. But the only thing I don't like is the way that they just keep sort of making you summon for the costumes. Like, it really is a cash grab. So like, all I want to say is, even though I'm really excited about this new development, I just think that, yeah, beware, because it is a cash grab. If you drop a couple of summons and nobody pops out, don't sweat it. It happens to the majority of the player base. Just do a couple of summons whenever you can. Okay, don't break the bank. Don't spend your Christmas money. Don't take anything away from your children and things like that over Christmas. I really mean it, guys. Just honestly, just do what you can when you can, and leave it at that. Anyway, enough said. So the cleanse on special skill. When the character casts her special skill, she cleanses the newest status ailment from all allies. So that is pretty good. It is actually really good, but it does only cleanse the newest status ailment. Okay, so if you've got multiple ailments, it only cleanses the latest one. And the same goes for the other one, the buff dispel one. While it is amazing, it will only cleanse the newest buff. Okay, so just bear that in mind. It's not like a full-on cleanse on the special skill. Now, in terms of stats, if we switch the max power preview off, these do take into account the costume bonuses. She's now running a team power of 934, which is pretty respectable. Obviously, with the limit breaks and emblems, obviously things just go bananas, and the team power increases drastically with those bonuses. But the base stats are actually pretty good, so she would be usable in this form. Now, her original costume, let's start with that. So she used to deal 143% damage to all enemies, give all enemies negative 34% attack for 4 turns, extra damage against ice, dispels buffs from all enemies. Element Link gives nature enemies plus 10% mana generation for 4 turns. Fantastic special. Unfortunately, she just got lost in the ether because she was underpowered. But no more. Now, the new special is a priority dispel, which is going to be extremely well sought after. She is running at fast speed, so a new special is called Plume Flash. So she'll dispel buffs from all enemies first, then deal 130% damage to all enemies. So slightly lower damage, but the priority dispel is insane. All enemies then get negative 38% attack for 4 turns, so an extra 4% attack reduction. She still deals the extra damage against ice, and she still gives that 10% mana generation for all nature allies for 4 turns, and the effect can't be dispelled. Perhaps this is why they're trying to feature Phileas Fogg in the Soul Exchange, because of the priority dispel that we're seeing here. I think that is an extremely useful talent, and I think that Zeline is going to be a monster. I didn't even realize, did she? Oh, she's got chicken feet. What the hell's going on there? That's so funny. Okay, Zeline is a chicken now. That's so weird. I'm sorry, that's just really strange. So yeah, if you want to get your hands on this chicken, I wouldn't say she's a bad deal. You know, roaster, fryer, whatever you want. She's a good hero. So priority dispel. The damage is really low. So that is kind of a drawback, but you don't really take her for the damage. The negative attack is actually pretty good. It's a decent amount, nearly 40% negative attack. The extra damage against ice is really neither here nor there. So I would say that this hero I would take for the priority buff dispel, reduction on attack maybe as a tertiary effect, but the element link, that increased mana generation for all nature allies, is really good as well. So I'm going to go ahead and say good costume for Zeline, put things in the right order, boosted her stats up to where they should be, and probably a B plus, let's go with, because she does have a lot of usability with that priority dispel. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the new heroes in this portal. I've done a couple of summons. Like I said, I dropped 5. Didn't get a, well, I did actually. I got Onatel, which I don't need, but that's the way it goes. Like, you might just get someone you really want. So I wish you guys all of the best of luck in your summons. Please do let me know what you think of this guy Satori. If you manage to pull him, let me know if he's as insane as I think he's going to be. And yeah, please do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the future videos. There's going to be quite a lot coming up over the Christmas season. Otherwise, I wish you guys all of the best, and I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye for now, guys.